Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Florida Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. On the run, it's Hill. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Throwing Russell. That's caught. It's Rodgers. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yard, get down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Russell, here's a heat, and they got him. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Fakes to grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love that the defense was ready for the speed out wide. This offense, you're going to see more and more of it as the game goes along. They love to use his speed to run across the formation. You can run away from defenders, run away from zone coverage, but they were all dialed in. They broke on it, and they made the nice tackle.
Russell will throw for it on 4. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Gives it on the option. Ran through the contact. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The run inside. It's Pryor.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go with a direct snap. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Jones to throw. It's complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking for open space. It's Montgomery. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line if they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Calls his own number. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Keelan Russell. That's caught. It's Rodgers. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity.
There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Throwing Russell. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Russell from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Montgomery. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Singleton. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using the quick game. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. defense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Russell. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Akron taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Zips able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work.
And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Jones to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And the Gators are facing 3rd and inches. He'll take it himself. Maybe some room here. Rams him with the stiff arm. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Jones wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Move. Keelan Russell. With the catch, it's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Jones to throw. Looking deep. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush
rushing so much.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. It's a fumble on the play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. Inside the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play, but now time for the fourth quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're dealing with a second and long. Now on the move. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Gators come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop them. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Throwing Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it?
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bama! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the two-point conversion attempt fails. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. There's a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Russell. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Quarterback may change this route. Fourth down, Russell. Rushes on him. Got the first down himself. He slides past the first down marker and picks it up on 4th. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
You know, and with that scramble play, you got to give it to him. He's trying everything he can do just to get this home crowd back into this game and get them loud again.
Open field on the right. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Keelan Russell takes a shot, pulls it in. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Right back to the well. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need 1 play. We need 1 run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So now it's 2nd and long. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Could be an alley. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Throwing Russell. Makes the grab. Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the first down, but he did pick up 9.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Gators! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity